Good morning, you guys. Oh, thank God we are live now. It was just very problematic. Please make sure that you have joined and we are live streaming now. Thank God for that. कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है, बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें हो जाती हैं और फिर आप क्या करो, आपको समझ नहीं आता. For some reason my camera was not working and we are like live now. So good. Let's get started. Remember to use AbhiCat Live to connect with me on Telegram and on Unacademy, and to subscribe to our plus and iconic courses and to join our free classes also, guys. Remember, the Hindu session happens every single day, morning and every morning, and it is live streamed throughout the day, so you can view it every day. Our free class, the time has changed to 3 p.m. So do make sure you're joining in at 3 p.m. We are going to be doing a lot of different topics every day. If you haven't yet followed me, do follow me on Unacademy using Abhilasha_S and on Telegram using AbhiCat. Stay updated. I have lots of new courses starting. My new course for beginners VRC starts today at 6:30 p.m. So do make sure you're joining in, guys. That's what I will say. Here are some new courses that we have started. 5th Feb Excellence and Round the Clock batches. All of these batches can be subscribed by using AbhiCat Live. Also, the Unacademy CAT scholarship test. Yesterday, the 6th February one happened. Now, the next one will happen on the 13th of February. Do make sure you are subscribing to it and that you are taking this chance to win these amazing prizes. It's a 60-minute test, 30 questions, not very difficult, 6 p.m. onwards, so do write it. Iconic subscription for our MBA aspirants, guys. Here is a very wonderful opportunity for you to not just take advantage of all our plus offerings, but also to take advantage of our one-to-one live mentoring also. So हम लोग one-to-one live mentoring करेंगे, where you get to talk to our mentors and you get to connect with them over an audio call, and you can get your doubts solved, you can get a concept discussion, you can get one-to-one live mentorship, get the B School grads who are currently studying to mentor you, how to create a study plan, what to do, and other such things. So that's very advantageous, guys. Also, our plus subscription is available at great offs right now, so you can buy our subscription, whether you buy a 6-month, 12-month, 18-month or 24-month. Of course, you will get amazing amounts of off. The highest offer I think is on the 24-month one, which is a 60% off, and I don't think you can get any better. All right, our Ask a Doubts are now live on our website also. So all you need to do is go to our website and get started. So very simple. You can ask up to 3 doubts and also get solutions in a choice of your language. My open house, yesterday we did do an open house at the night at 10 p.m. Tonight again we will do one more open house at 10 p.m. This will be kickstarting CAT 2022-23. So do join in. Okay, here are some of the words that we are supposed to discuss, and somehow I have mismanaged them very badly. Hey, that's all right, but you can still do these words. Categorical, of course, means, so here are the words. I'm just going to write the meanings where they are. So categorical means to be spelled out very clearly in very strong words. So I have given you a categorical answer. So that means I have given it to you in very strong words. Spelled out means mentioned very clearly. So when I spell out something, I have mentioned it very clearly. Ekdam saaf keh dena. Statutory, of course, is legal, something to do with the statutes. So something that comes from a statute, of course, is a statutory thing. There's a statutory warning, so it's a legal warning. Wary, of course, is careful or cautious. I am very wary of strangers. I am very careful. I am very cautious of strangers. Myriad, of course, means many, diverse. So I have myriad sentiments going through me right now. So बहुत सारे sentiments चल रहे हैं. Sacrament is a holy thing, something. It may be a holy book, it may be a holy law, it may be a holy thought. So that is sacrament. Brooks means accepts or tolerates. I am brooking no challenge. I am tolerating no challenge. I am not accepting any challenge. So tolerate or accept will work. Ambivalence is when you are unable to decide between two things. आपको नहीं पता है कि आप happy हैं या sad हैं at the at a particular occurrence. Of course, कल हम सारे बहुत sad थे. We lost लता मंगेशकर, सुर सम्रागी. So of course everybody in India was very, very sad, very disheartened. But that's life. Life does go on. Her music will remain with us forever. So that's that. So ambivalent, of course, is unable to decide, when you're vacillating, when you cannot say that, okay, this is what I want to do in life or things. Harks back to something, harks back to means it goes back to a particular thing. So there is a particular reconstruction that is happening. Restitution means to give back. So all the orders have been restitution has happened. So you have gotten everything back. Coverture, of course, is ownership. So coverture, I will write here. The word is coverture. Coverture is ownership. Okay, so here we are. So these were our words for the day. Let's get on with the passage now. Oh. So illuminate, explain, exacerbated, worsened, claustrophobic, fear of closed spaces. Plethora means excess, outlays means expenses, refrain means to say or to stop. So here are some more words for you to remember. All right, let's get started. Sex and violence on marital rape. So we are talking about marital rape and should it be criminalized or decriminalized. There's a very big argument going on at this point of time, so we will be discussing that only. It is time the union government took a categorical stand on the issue of treating marital rape as a criminal offense. So it is high time that the government took a categorical stand. That means they decided which way they want to go. So they need to take a stand, a position, and a strong one. Categorical means a very strong one. So categorical stand, a very strong position on the issue of rape within a marriage, and should they be treating marital rape as a criminal offense. It informed the Delhi High Court earlier this week that it was having a re-look at its position spelled out over 5 years ago. So now the government is looking at it again and thinking about what they need to do. 5 years ago, they had a different opinion. In 2017, the government had opposed the removal of the statutory exception in section 375 of the IPC for rape committed by a man on his wife if she is not below 18 years of age. So government had opposed, they had said that you should not remove this statutory exception. Okay. The exception is in section 375 of the IPC, where if the wife is not below 18 years of age, should rape be considered or not. The remarks of the Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Smriti Irani, in Parliament also do not throw much light on the matter. So the Minister for Women and Child Development has made some remarks, but they are also not very clear. She merely said the government was engaged in a process to introduce comprehensive amendments to criminal law, indicating, so the government is trying to change criminal law, add more things, reform more things, indicating perhaps that the criminalizing of marital rape is unlikely to be taken up in isolation. So she has indicated that this issue will not be taken up all alone. So there may be a host of other things that you're considering, and one of the things may be the issue of marital rape. At the same time, she observed that it would not be advisable to condemn every marriage as a violent one. So she says that we should not condemn, we should not castigate every marriage as a violent one, okay, and every man a rapist. So again, you cannot say that every man is a rapist. One can only interpret this as a sign that the government is quite wary of agreeing with the body of opinion that favors recognizing rape as something that could happen within a marriage too. So now when Smriti Irani says this, what you need to understand is that this is the government's position probably, and that the government is very wary, it is very cautious, it does not want to agree with the opinion or agree with those people who want to include rape as something that can happen inside a marriage also, that can happen within a marriage also. So that marital rape is occurring, for that to be made a reality, the government is at this point not really ready. In 2016, the government had rejected the concept of marital rape. So in 2016, they have categorically rejected this concept, saying that it cannot be applied to the Indian context. So they said that it cannot be applied to the Indian context due to various factors. So due to various factors, you cannot apply the concept of marital rape, like levels of education or illiteracy. So this is one reason. Poverty, myriad social customs and values, religious beliefs, and the mindset of the society to treat marriage as a sacrament. So because in Hindus or in India, our religion says that marriage is holy, it is not legal. Please remember, the Hindus consider marriage to be a holy union, a religious union, not a legal. I mean, of course, it has legality, but हमारी marriages law से sanctify नहीं होती हैं, religion से sanctify होती हैं, at least among the Hindus. So there are many things that can, change, that may just preclude the idea of marital rape. There is no indication as to the sort of departure from this formulation, if any, that the proposed reconsideration will lead to. So we have not heard any sort of difference of opinion from that past opinion as of now. However, the question no longer brooks response is marked by ambivalence or tending towards buying time. So now the author is saying that this is now the time to take a stand. This is not the time to be dilly-dallying about such issues. One cannot expect the courts to delay indefinitely a ruling on the constitutionality of existing exception in the rape law. So you cannot expect the courts to still delay this, provision. You cannot say whether marital rape is an exception which should be considered or which should not be considered. Now it is time for the courts also to decide. The courts cannot delay this any further. The conventional arguments against criminalizing rape within marriage, so there are conventional arguments for marital rape, that the institution of marriage will be ruined and that it is liable to misuse, no longer hold good. So can you really say that this is something that you will misuse? Marital rape is something that women would misuse? Probably not. The country has adopted a domestic violence law. So we do have a domestic violence law, and it's a good one, I tell you, that enables complaints against physical and sexual abuse. So the law is there. It allows you to complain for sexual and physical abuse. So then why not marital rape? The IPC also holds cruelty to be an offense in a domestic context. So cruelty on, is also an offense in the domestic context. Therefore, making marital rape a criminal offense is unlikely to ruin the institution of marriage any more than a complaint of domestic violence or cruelty would. So just the way that domestic violence or cruelty does not really destroy the institution of marriage, similarly, the issue of marital rape may also not destroy the issue of marriage. Okay. The exception given to marital rape harks back, as the report by Justice J.S. Verma committee noted while recommending its removal, to an outdated notion. So that marital rape is an exception and you can allow it to happen was something that goes back to the ancient era, and it goes back to this outdated notion of marriage that treated the wife as a husband's property. So in old days, the wife was the husband's property, and therefore there was no such thing as marital rape. The notion of implied consent within marriage is also reflected in marriage laws that allow for restitution of conjugal rights. So the idea in a marriage that if you are married, there is implied consent, you have agreed to, be party to whatever a marriage entails, is also reflected in a law that says restitution of conjugal rights can happen. Restitution means to bring back. Conjugal right means right to have right to those things that a marriage entails. A remedy that either party to a marriage may avail of. So let's say a husband files a divorce, the wife may ask for restitution of conjugal rights, that she wants to live with the husband as a wife. And the courts do grant this also, interestingly. So if you have restitution of conjugal rights as a law, and it is something that is implied, then how can marital rape be, a problem? How can you have something like marital rape? These two things are exclusive to each other. They cannot happen together. So therefore, there is many things that would have to change if you're thinking of bringing in the concept of marital rape. So looking at marriage through the anachronistic lens of coverture, the view that wife is under the husband's authority always should not be allowed to override the autonomy of married women over their person. So if you look at this marriage through this anachronistic, means very old-fashioned perspective of coverture. Coverture means a woman being under a man's rule or under the man's authority. Now this should not allow you to override or ignore the autonomy of the married woman, that she is an independent, free thinking person and over her own body and over her own mind. Very interesting, huh? Not so easy to remove laws also. If you think about changing them, there are many things that you would have to change within the institution of marriage also. Alright, which of the following is the main idea of the passage? Let's take a look. The government is vacillating on the issue of marital rape. Laws on marital rape are being changed. Government must take a strong stand against rapists, and government has opposed the idea of bringing about a law for punishing marital rape. Let's take a moment and get this show on the road. Good morning, you guys. I hope all of you have liked the session. If you haven't, please make sure you have liked it. Archit, Yogesh, Dishani, Ashvi, Exnerv, Divyakant, Yogesh, Archit, Sanjesh, Rohit, Let's Drive, Ankita, Sudhanshu. Good morning. Sudhanshu, किस चीज का स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है बेटे? Please make sure you all like this session, everyone. I do need those likes. I've got very few likes today. So government is vacillating. Come on, let's get your answers in, everyone. Fatafat answers de do. Alright, I started getting my answers. Everyone, please give me your answers quickly. So government is vacillating on the issue of marital rape. Let me put a star on this. Laws on marital rape are being changed, but that was not the main idea. It was something that we considered, but not really the main idea. Government must take a strong stand against rapists, but we are not talking of all rapists, so we cannot say that. The government has opposed the idea of bringing about a law for punishing marital rape. Now again, the government has not opposed. Please pay attention to this word opposed. Has the government opposed it at all? Not really. They have not opposed it. They are still on the fence. Okay, so the government has not said either way, we oppose it, we don't oppose it. Earlier they have already opposed it, but as of now they are not opposing it. So saying that the government has opposed it would be incorrect, and therefore D cannot be the correct answer. So we go back to A, which says the government is vacillating on the issue of marital rape, and yes, that is correct. The government is vacillating. They are sitting on the fence. They have not decided yet. See what a beautiful idiom. Sitting on the fence means you are unable to decide either way. इधर जाऊं उधर जाऊं मुझे नहीं पता है किधर जाऊं. So that's sitting on the fence or vacillating, and that's what the government is doing. Here's our next question, guys. So each of the following can be inferred except. So which one cannot be inferred? Do take a look and tell me. Oh, Sudhanshu, at the end of the session, I will take you back. Okay. Alright, the government can take a stand on issues related to criminal laws. Minister of Women Development can throw a light on matters pertaining to women-related crimes. Government had previously rejected marital rape as a crime. Courts will not be presenting a ruling on marital rape anytime soon. Come on, guys. More likes, please, everyone. Poor me waiting for your likes. Good morning, Orithro. Good morning, Apeksha. How are you? Please give me the answer to question number 2. Each of the following can be inferred except. Alright, so which of these can be inferred and which of these cannot be inferred, that will be your answer. The government can take a stand on issues related to criminal laws, and that's right. The government may or may not be taking it, but to say that the government can take a stand is absolutely right, and we can infer this. So therefore, A is something that I can infer, and therefore I will eliminate it from my choices. B, that the Minister of Women Development can throw a light on matters pertaining to women-related crime, and yes, that's also correct. Smriti Irani, who's the Minister of Women and Child Development, could have thrown some light on the matter. She did not do it. That's another thing. So again, she can throw a light on matters pertaining to women-related crimes is something that I can infer. Correct. Let me cross it out. The government had previously rejected marital rape as a crime. Let's put a star on this. Yes, the government had previously rejected this as a crime. Absolutely. I'll put a star on this and I'll come back to this. Courts will not be presenting a ruling on marital rape anytime soon. Yes, that is right, because if the government cannot decide its stance, the courts cannot come up with a ruling. So therefore, D is also something that I can infer, and therefore cannot be my answer. So I will come back to see that governments had previously rejected marital rape as a crime. Now, this is something that we cannot infer. Actually, it is something that is mentioned in the passage. Now, when something is mentioned very specifically in the passage, then that clearly becomes a fact and not an inference. And that is why, guys, C would be your correct answer here. For this question, in this context, C is absolutely your right answer, and that's how you get it. Okay, so C. All right, let's go to the next question. Here you are. Each of these is mentioned in the passage except. तो कौन सा mentioned नहीं है? चलो. So marital rape is a reality in India. Domestic violence laws are in existence in India. Cruelty in domestic situation is an offense. Women are chattel for men according to Indian laws. Come on, guys. Okay, I've started getting my answers. Marital rape is a reality in India is something that is mentioned in the passage. Was it? It was. So I will eliminate that. Domestic violence laws are in existence in India. Yes, and that is also mentioned in the passage. So I will eliminate that. Cruelty, domestic violence, these are all laws. Cruelty in domestic situation is an offense was also mentioned in the passage. Correct. So eliminate. Women are chattel for men according to Indian laws. Actually, no, the law does not state that women are no longer. Chattel means property. So there is an anachronistic notion which says that women are, property under that coverture issue, but actually they are not. Indian law does not say that women are property. We have changed our laws, and therefore this one again becomes your correct answer. So D, yes, is the correct answer. Very good, you guys. Very nice. Ritik, Abhinav, Orithro. Very good. All right, let's go to the next question. Here you are. Which of the following can be the tone of the author? Take a look and tell me what the tone of the author will be. Make me happy. So, the country has adopted a domestic violence law that enables complaints against physical and sexual abuse. हाँ दिशानी, कभी कभी ऑप्शंस कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाते हैं और ऐसे ही होना भी चाहिए. So मेरे को बताओ what the correct answer is going to be. The country has adopted a domestic violence law that enables complaints against physical and sexual abuse. Is it opinionated? Is it advisory? Is it angry? Is it factual? Opinionated when the writer gives you his opinion about something. He says it's good, it's bad, this is how it is, it's wonderful, it's not wonderful, something, right? Advisory is when he gives you his advice, okay, so this is how things should be. Angry, of course, he shows his anger, he is upset with something. And factual, when the author is giving you his idea, his perspective of something. So very quickly. Sanjesh says it is opinionated. All right, take a look. The country has adopted a domestic violence law that enables complaints against physical and sexual abuse. Now, guys, is this really opinionated? Is the writer giving you his opinion that this is a good thing? But it hasn't said that it has adopted good laws. It just says we have adopted a set of laws for domestic violence that enable complaints against physical and sexual abuse. So, is it really opinionated? No. Is it advisory? Does the writer say, hey, the country should adopt it? No. So, eliminate. Is the writer angry? Oh, how dare they adopt such a law? No. He is very factual. He gives you facts per se. Here is a country which has adopted a domestic violence law and that allows you to file against physical and sexual abuse, and that's very, very clear. So, the writer is giving you his data. The writer is giving you a fact and therefore factual. Okay. All right. The next one. What is the meaning of anachronistic? I hope you are calculating your score as we go along, guys. What is the meaning of anachronistic? Is it modern? Is it avant-garde? Is it old-fashioned? Is it revival? Anachronistic. Come on. This is one of my favorite words, to be very honest. I really like this. Anachronistic. Oh, yes, very good, Abhinav. Excellent. Yes, anachronistic. Okay, the word ana means not and chronos means time. So, anachronistic is something that's not in its correct time. So, therefore, it may be old-fashioned. Okay. The word anachronistic, old-fashioned will work. Yes, very good. Modern, of course, is something that's current, that is very, very in, that's trendy. So, no. Avant-garde is something that is very unusual. Okay. Or it is very maverick. So, very fashion also that is very unusual is called avant-garde. It's a French phrase. Okay. And revival, of course, is renewal. So, that clearly couldn't be the correct answer. Alright guys, let's get your scores in everyone quickly. फटाफट अपने scores बता दो. आज के session schedule भी बता देती हूँ. आज Ask Me Anything है for CAT 22-23. We are doing kick-starting CAT 22-23 at 10 PM guys. तो रात में 10 बजे please आना. On the app we will have an open house. Today I have also got two very interesting classes happening. Our free class time has shifted to 3 PM and today I am starting off a bit on RC, so you can join me for that. Okay. So, I am going to be doing a little bit of eclectic reading, so do join. Okay. That's at 3 PM. Then at 6:30 PM, we are starting with our beginner batch. The beginner batch is for anyone who has just started their preparation, who doesn't know what to prepare, how to prepare, where to prepare. This is just the right place for you to begin your VARC preparation. So, 6:30 PM, the beginners batch for CAT 22-23 VARC. Of course, do join me on the Plus Learners app. That's where we are going to be. Okay. Scores, please. Yes, Orithro says he's got a 4. Very good. Let me get other people's scores also. Everyone, let's get your scores in. Akhil has got 4, Rohit has got 3, Dishani has got 3, Ashvi has got 3. Yes, Raghuvanshi, you can find these on the website or not on the website. My sessions, this one is YouTube. The sessions I'm talking about at 3 PM, the free class will happen on the app or on the website. You are more than welcome to come. The 6 p.m. class is a plus class, so only if you are subscribed to Unacademy can you join in. If you haven't yet subscribed, all you need to do is subscribe, use AbhiCat Live, join Unacademy, and then join me in class today at 6:30. And the open house session happens on the Plus Learner app. So all you have to do is open up your app. You will see a message which will spell out Open House Kickstart for CAT 2022-23 by Abhilasha Swarup. That will happen at 10 p.m. So you can click on the button there and join in. Okay, so that's how you will join. So scores, Pranoy has got 5. Very good, Pranoy. Ankita has got 3. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining in all of these lovely sessions. You're the best students I could find. Thank you. Have a nice day. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the Aeon reading comprehension. Today was Hindu, so tomorrow will be Aeon. Let's meet then. Thank you. Have a nice day. मिलते हैं 3 बजे, 6:30 बजे और 10 बजे. Adios, मेरे amigos.